Okay, so if you were absent or you would just like to review the liquid layers activity, here's a short video explaining what we did and some of our results. Okay, so the goal today was to layer 4 different colored solutions. They were all salt solutions, and the goal was to layer them in a straw so that they would form 4 distinct layers and not mix together. So we're going to go ahead, and here's our experimental setup. We have the straw in our straw base. We're going to go ahead and try some different combinations to see if they work. Now, as we are trying some different combinations, you should be recording the different trials on page 21 in the provided rectangles that represent the straw. Okay. So first, let's just pick 2 colors to start with. We have 4 total: red, yellow, green, and blue. And let's go ahead, I'm going to just pick red to start with. So I'm going to put some red food coloring in our straw. And I think I'm going to put some green in next. Alright, now unfortunately, the 2 of those mixed together, so red below green is not a good combination. So we're going to go ahead and record that on our sheet. That red with green above it does not work. Alright, so let's try another one. Let's try another combination. Get a new straw here. Alright, so let's try yellow and red, and we'll see our combination. Alright, so here's our yellow solution. And here's our red solution. And as you can see, they form 2 nice distinct layers. So we know that yellow should go somewhere below red. So I'm going to put myself a little check mark to indicate that yes, it does indeed work. Alright, so let's try another combination here. Let's try some blue. We're going to put some blue in there. And I want to see the blue in relationship to the yellow. Alright, so as you can see, the blue and the yellow do form 2 nice distinct layers, so I know that the blue has to go below the yellow. So right now I know that the blue has to go below the yellow and the red has to go above the yellow. Alright, but I'm not quite sure where green needs to go. So I'm going to test my green in relationship to my yellow. Alright, so I'm going to try my yellow first. And try my green. And as you can see, the green layers nicely on top of the yellow. Okay, so we know that the blue has to be below the yellow, the red has to be above the yellow, and the green has to be above the yellow. We know that the red and green did not work stacked like this. So let's try and flip the red and green and see what happens. So let's try green on the bottom and red above it. All right, so that does work. So we know that the green has to be below the red. All right, so knowing this information, let's try and put all of these together so we can layer all four together. All right, so the green has to go above the yellow has to go above the blue, and the red has to go above the green. So if we put all three of these together, blue should be on the bottom, yellow should be next, green should be above the yellow, and finally red on top. So let's test this and see if this is the correct combination of liquids. There's our blue. Here's our yellow above the blue. Here is our green layer. And let's put red on top. So here you can see all four distinct layers quite nicely actually. And you can see that while all four liquids are made of salt water, all four are able to layer on top of each other. Okay, so we know that this combination is correct. All right, this chart we're going to save for class discussion for tomorrow. So we'll come back to that. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and answer part 2. So what do you think caused the solutions to layer this way? If you know all the solutions are made of the same materials, why do you think they were able to layer in 4 nice distinct layers?